Hello Aquarius, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and this is your energy update for the week of May the 10th, 2021. I hope you're doing well, Aquarius. Let's get your cards out. So Aquarius, I've got a live show pretty much every day. Not that many cards. Pretty much every day apart from Sundays live here on YouTube. I'd love to see you in there. If you've got a burning question for your higher self, you can ask it in there. I do mini reads for donations in there, as well as some general channeling as well. If you'd like a private reading, you can get those from my website, behealing.com. I get them out within 24 hours, so my availability is limited. If you find that they're all sold out when you try and book in, then just check back a day later, a couple of days later, you'll find some availability opening up. Generally more so in the week rather than at weekends. I try to take as much time off at weekends as possible. So, Aquarius, let's find out what's going on for you. Be sure to check your sun, moon, your rising, and your Venus sign as well, Aquarius, to get a bigger picture of what's going on for you, what could be going on for you this week, and the energies to make the most of it. You got the Garden of the Night. So, a challenge this week for you, Aquarius. The Garden of the Night is like the dark night of the soul kind of thing. I don't think it's major. I don't think it's like everything comes crashing down and you're having a terrible time. I don't feel that at all for you, Aquarius. It could just be a lull. It could be a disappointment. It could be, yeah, a disappointment. That's what it feels like, a disappointing week for you. Let's find out why. That was already turned over, so let's find a new card for you here, Aquarius. Why the disappointment? Why this dark night of the soul? It could be that some wish that you'd had hasn't come true and then you might have to change your wishes. We do have a new moon this week, and so it could be you reevaluating your desires. Maybe something just doesn't seem possible anymore and you're giving up on it, Aquarius. There we go. Got synchronicity. So a synchronous week, you could be led in a new direction this week, Aquarius, led away from something that you'd been wishing that just wasn't coming about and led towards something which is actually going to work for you. It could be a disappointment. You might have been reaching too high. You might have been setting your sights too high or setting your sights too low but still expecting it to work out. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes say with a partner, if you'd picked a partner and then you were like expecting great things from them, when really they're showing you that they haven't got anything great about them at all. They're really struggling with life. But you still might have been ridiculously optimistic about it, let's put it that way. And it might just be sinking in this week that actually they're disappointing and they're going to always disappoint you, and it's time to set them free. That's just an example. It might not be about a relationship, but it could be something similar than that. That's what I mean by reaching low and expecting more. Expecting too much from something. It could be that you've got like rose-tinted glasses on, falling in love with someone's potential, or expecting great things to come from a little offer, you know. It could be like you get a new client, you think, wow, this is the one, they'll be really rich and they'll give me a lot of business and they'll bring all their friends to me. But it's not the case at all. They don't even book in with you themselves. It could be something like that. A disappointment, but it's not major, but it kind of, it's a redirection. You need a redirection. That's what's happening. You got the Two of Pentacles here, Aquarius. Things are up in the air. You've got new decisions to make. Look at this, Two of Swords as well. It's unclear to you, but it's going to get clear to you. And I think you're going to get that clarity this week, Aquarius. It's barking up the wrong tree is what it is. It feels like you've been barking up the wrong tree. And so the universe, the universe steps in to redirect you, to kind of stop you and get hold of your shoulders and say, not that way, Aquarius, this way. So you're getting a helping hand, but just be careful not to get into that disappointed energy. See her face there? She's not happy. She's not a happy chappy there. But I do feel that this new moon this week will be trying to get us all on track really with our goals. Ones that'll actually work. The things that we should be asking for, you know. Yeah, so you're in your feels there. The moon is emotional, deep emotional. You could be finally giving up on somebody or something. Be strong. Be strong, Aquarius. You're not doing anyone any favors by having false hopes about them. It's kind of enabling. Is that what I'm picking up here? Give it up. Give it up. Focus on yourself. Let's create something for you. Aquarius, why have you got the Two of Pentacles? So it could be a big decision. I don't think it really is a big decision. I think it's just one that you didn't want to make. You maybe wanted your fantasy to come true instead. And you could be realizing this week that it was just a fantasy. Why the Two of Pentacles here? Queen of Materials. So it could be about a job or success that you wanted in a particular thing. Maybe you thought you were always going to get that job and you're hanging out for it. Maybe you were turning down other jobs and you thought it was going to come good. But you're realizing it's not going to come good now. You might be kicking yourself because of that, because it does seem like you have turned down other things or not gone for other things because of this success that you thought you were going to have there. You will have success, Aquarius, but you need to be looking in the right places there. And the right places, they are... I've got a fan pointed on me, by the way. That's why the cards move. Because it's so hot in here. I almost fainted. I just did Capricorn, and honestly, I was starting to get like this. I could hardly even speak toward the end of it. It's so hot. But I had a break and I had lots of cold water. And now I'm good again. And a piece of chocolate. And it sorted me right out. Two of Swords. So you're feeling a little bit blindfolded in this decision here. It feels like you had tenacity in the old decision that you made. And it's kind of hard for you to give that old decision up. Move forward towards something new. Setting yourself free to move boldly towards something new. The Nine of Wands there, Nine of Inspiration, that is great energy. Both of these are great energy, in fact. They're both very similar energy cards, the Queen of Materials and the Nine of Inspiration. Go-getter, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this. I'm making this happen. I'm making the success happen. I think you're just barking up the wrong tree, Aquarius. I don't think it's about you not getting the success or you not being able to walk forward. I think you were just trying to get it through one person or through one opportunity. You were thinking it was going to come through that. It's not going to come through that. It's just mistaken identity is all it is. So the Moon and the Strength card, you're in your emotions because you're having to give the Queen of Inspiration. That's the other card that is just like these two cards too. Very similar energies again. In fact, these two more so than that one. Queen of Inspiration, she's the one that claims it. I'm going to get this. No matter who it comes through, I'm going to get it. Yeah? I'm going to keep on getting those customers until I get that one that is going to refer all the friends to me and all of this. So whatever you were trying to get out of that person that's disappointed you, you're strong. Yes, you're in your emotions. It's disappointing, but step into that strength then and say, I'm going to do this. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to give up on my dream just because that avenue wasn't the right one. You know? If you're in a city and you're trying to find something and you take the wrong road, you don't then give up. You don't quit. You don't go, well, I'll never get there then if it isn't down this road. That would be crazy, right? So don't do that. Don't be crazy. Be sensible, Aquarius. You can't get everywhere that you want to go on the wrong road. Yeah? Or on the same road. Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Materials. Tell us about this. Tell us more about this. Why it seems to be up in the air for Aquarius, this decision. About this success. You see, you might be disappointed because you might think that it's giving up on your dream, but it's not giving up on your dream. That's what this is saying. Do not give up on your dream, Aquarius. Hold that dream. You've got divine timing up with that. It will come, and it will come through someone else. I was in this relationship a few years back, and I had set this business up to be totally online, right? And so that meant I could work from anywhere. And so I had this dream of living on a boat and traveling and maybe doing like 3 months traveling, 3 months living on a boat, 6 months at home. And my partner at the time, he seemed to be in on that. Like that was his dream too. We were both working toward it. Only he wasn't working toward it. I was working toward it, and then I was working to try and get him to work toward it. I was setting up a business for him. I was motivating. I was coaching him, and I was doing it for him, and I was doing all I could to get him up to speed so that he would be ready. I was ready. He wasn't ready. And then it reached a certain point, Aquarius, where I realized he's not coming with me. It's not coming with me. I can't hold myself back anymore. And so I said, I think we need to break up. I think I need to go out off on my own now, on my own path. And he said, yeah, I've known this is coming for 6 months now because you're ready for the new and I'm not. And you know what happened? We broke up. It was devastating for me because it was a very emotional, secure relationship for me. But another devastating part of that breakup was I thought that I had to give up on my dreams. And when I realized that I didn't have to give up on my dreams, I could still pursue those dreams without him because they were actually my dreams. All good. Well, what happened was within a few months of us breaking up, he pretty much went back to his old life from when I first met him, which was considerably different to the way that we were living together. And I met someone new who had a yacht that was traveling all the time and running a business from the yacht. So my dreams came true through another avenue once I'd realized that I didn't need to give up on those dreams. Those dreams weren't his dreams. They were my dreams, and I could still move forward with them. And that's what I'm getting with you. You've got this divine timing card. It's like, just wasn't through that avenue. It's okay. Still going to come about. Just divine timing, that's all. And it could be now is divine timing for you giving up on whichever way you've been trying to get it. So you could be quitting a job. You could be realizing that a relationship isn't working. You could be realizing it's similar that I did, that a relationship isn't coming with you to fulfill these dreams. Tell us more about this Two of Swords and the Nine of Inspiration. But it will, that's the thing. You've got struggle here and psychic development. You knew it beforehand, Aquarius. This is calling you out. This is saying you had this intuition that you weren't going to get it that way, that person wasn't right for you. You had the intuition before. You weren't listening to it. Red flags were waving. You had this intuition that it was going to be hard work with them. How come you were willing to do it then, Aquarius? How come you were willing to go the hard route here? It's not even hard route, it's the impossible route. You were willing to go the impossible route. Maybe you wanted to drag someone with you. Maybe you wanted to do it for them, take them with you, like I was wanting to. Could very well be that. So you're in your fields and you need to be strong and you need to head forward and claim what it is that you want for yourself, by yourself. You need to do it by yourself first. It very much feels like you could be in a really similar situation than I was in, wanting to do it with somebody, not wanting to do it alone, but you do need to find your happiness alone, those dreams alone first, before you bring someone else in. Because if you're doing it alone, then you're going to attract somebody who's got that same energy, who's doing it too. It's their dream too, and they're already doing it. It's your dream, and you're already doing it, and then you're a match, and you can have a relationship. So integration. You need to integrate what you've learned, especially this intuition. You've had the intuition about it. If you don't learn about that, those red flags are waving. You knew that this wasn't the way that you were going to get it intuitively. If you don't learn from that, the next thing, the next opportunity, the next person that comes along, you're going to go, oh, this is it, naively again, and not listening to your intuition that's saying, no, it's not. This is just the same as before. Got to learn, Aquarius, from what you've already been through. Soulmate. Maybe you're bringing a soulmate into your life soon, or maybe your soulmate's waiting and it's about time you quit trying to get this person to be a soulmate. Just take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's going to be about a relationship. For some of you, it's not. It's going to be about a job or a business opportunity or something like that. Could even be about health. You know what? It could be about health. It could be that you were trying a certain diet or something and it really isn't for you and it's actually making your health worse. And it's time to call it quits and go, for all of the evidence that they're giving me that this is the healthiest diet or whatever. It's not actually making me feel good, so I need to quit it. It could be that for some. Give us more for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? Work through your fears. Right, you've got some fears that are trying to keep you on this path that isn't going to work. So work through those fears. That's the most important thing to do this week. Identify those fears and work through them. The fears that are causing you to want to cling on to the wrong way, the way that isn't going to take you there. We've got to keep on top of that all the time. We've got to feel the fears, notice them. Don't push them down. Don't try and ignore them. They don't go away. They just nag at you if you do that. You've got to recognize them. Soothe yourself and go, oh, sorry, Claire. I'm sorry that you're feeling scared about that. But recognize it and see how you can get through that. Ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. You're getting lessons this week, but it's not too bad. It's not too hard. Yeah, it's going to be emotional, I think. But you acknowledge your misdeeds. So you need to acknowledge what it is that you did wrong. Psychic development. You had an intuitive hit about it that wasn't going to take you in that direction, but you went for it anyway. So you sacrificed a part of yourself to do it anyway. Ask yourself why. Own that. Because you don't want to do it again. If you own it, you can ask yourself, oh, how did I do that then? What's that sabotage I so easily fall into? I could fall into that, just one, and I have done in the past. I'm not going to fall into it again. Just picking someone up and doing it for them and taking them with me. And it's it's all right. You don't need to step up and be in your power and be abundant and everything. I'll do it for both of us. I can so easily step into that. I'm not going to do it again, though. So you need to realize something like that. Whatever it was, those fears, you need to work through those. You need to own it, how you got yourself to this position. You got the heart with a key here. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. For some of you, this is about somebody that has to go out of your life so that you can meet the one. You've got the soulmate coming in here. The heart with a key. There's someone much better for you. So if you've been trying to pull a passenger partner along with you, Aquarius, you need to let them go. You're never going to be able to drag them forward. They're not going to suddenly start running if you're pulling them, if you've got them on your back, kind of thing. They're not. You can hope all you like, but what causes someone to run forward? It's them crashing, and it's them deciding, going through all of that process, and then deciding I want more for themselves than doing it for themselves. That's a long process. Someone just doesn't get inspired into that because you're dragging them along and doing it for them. Someone gets really lazy and never does it for themselves if you're dragging them along. So, yeah, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem here, Aquarius. It's never going to work. The approach that you're taking at the moment, it's never going to work. Bearer of bad news. No, it's good news though, because then you can stop banging your head against the wall and doing something, persisting with something that's never going to work. It's never meant to be. Maybe this person or this opportunity, whatever it is that I'm talking about for you, Aquarius, maybe it was just a lesson. It was just for you to learn these fears, and to own these patterns and these sabotages so that you can move toward the relationship, toward the opportunities, toward the work that's really best for you. And then you don't mess it up with that stuff this time. You got chair empty, someone's leaving your life. For some of you, that is absolutely true, and it's you that's going to have to let go here. Be the strong one and let go, even though it's emotional. You have egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Do it for yourself, Aquarius. Good plans and hard work will get you the success that you want. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. This week is about letting go for you, Aquarius, and then the new paths will open up. But you need to let go of the old first. You need to stop going down that old path first. And to stop going down that old path, you need to stop believing that it's the right path. Or it will somehow turn into the right path. What else for Aquarius? What else does Aquarius need to know? The crone, gaining wisdom from this, so you're knowing yourself through this. It's good. Yeah, so it's a necessary lesson for you to go through. We'll go through this at some point. The destroyer. So knowing yourself and knowing this pattern so that you can actually learn from it and it to be actually gone instead of ignored and persisting, So you can destroy it instead of just putting it on the back burner and then it coming back around again. Not sweeping it under the rug, actually cleaning it up properly. to stand in your power, the warrior, and then you'll be standing in your power. So it's a call to empowerment this week for you, Aquarius. Time to take the lead in your own life, leave everyone else behind, make some good decisions for yourself, learn from your past mistakes and your fears, and then stride forward towards your success, because you've got a lot of success on its way here. But it's an important week for you to learn how to get that success, how to actually get it, instead of constantly keeping it away from you by doing the same thing over and over again. There you go, Aquarius, that's you. That's your week. If you like that reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? Click that subscription bell as well, the notification bell, because I do 2 pick a card reads a week. I do the energy update for all signs. Of course, I do these energy updates for each sign. Don't forget to watch your sun, moon, your rising, and your Venus as well for the full picture of this week. But thanks so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel. Thanks for sharing it with your friends as well. And have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.